working? Is this working? Oh my god, it's working. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello everybody, how's everybody doing today? Welcome. I don't know if Gubble is still in the chat or Willow is still in the chat. But hello to Eretic, who I know is in the chat. Hello, how you doing today? How's it going? I hope y'all are doing well today. Hello Chris. Welcome. Oh my god. Okay. The Stanley Parable. I am excited. Yeah, full spoiler alert, obviously. I know that I've talked to a couple people who are like, they weren't gonna watch this because they didn't want spoilers, which is very fair. I feel like I am one of the 3 people on the internet who missed this game. Like, for growing up on Let's Players, hi, hello, Maxolotl. For somebody who grew up on Let's Players, like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, and this game has been out for eons, I know, and for some reason I just missed it. And now there's a deluxe edition that just came out, and everybody is playing it, and I watched, like, I saw all of the, like, YouTubers and Twitch people that I'm subscribed to and I follow, all of them are playing this game right now because the deluxe edition just came out. And so I went and watched, like, the first 10 minutes of Jacksepticeye's playthrough, and was like, oh, this looks like a game I would really like. And then I went to go look at it on Steam, and it said, people who played Outer Wilds also like this, which that's the soundtrack that's playing right now. And if you don't know, Outer Wilds is my favorite game of all time. So immediately I was intrigued, and so I have absolutely no idea what this game is going on. I know it has a funny haha narrator, and I think there's something to do with a bucket, because when I opened up the Steam page, there were people just obsessed over a bucket. But I don't want spoilers, so I'm going to just go into this very blind, and we're going to react to it and enjoy it. I feel like this is one of the first games that I'm playing on the channel where I genuinely have no idea what is going on. So I'm excited about that. Like, I've never watched anybody else play this before. So I'm gonna turn that off. We're gonna see. Oh my god. Echo, thank you so much for subscribing for 16 months. Holy shit. Thank you, thank you. And some math. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So with that, we're gonna have English subtitles. And we're just gonna begin it. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? I have not. I have not. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. There, that looks about right. All right. Please enter the current time. It is currently 1:37 according to my clock. Let me get my phone. 38. 1:38. 38. It's not AM, it's PM, but we're gonna go AM. Bird time so reveal. I do everything in Central Standard Time. You all knew that. Because I couldn't change it to PM. I couldn't change it to PM. Docs, for fuck's sake. Accessibility setting can be accessed from the main menu. Oh, well, it's now 1 in the morning. I'm actually in Antarctica. Controls. Can I change it? No, I cannot. Did I just fuck up the entire game? Did I just fuck up the entire game? Can I change the time? You did not. It's okay. Okay, I didn't fuck it up. Good. Enter in top of in-world text. Enables additional text next to gameplay critical colors. Enables content warnings and an option to skip sections of the game that deal with suicide, trauma, and mental health issues. Did not know that that was a part of the game. I guess it's a psychological game because there is... I'm not gonna skip that, but I now feel the need to put a content warning because we might come across suicide, trauma, and mental health issues. So just a warning about that. Please do not spoil the game in the chat. I have said that before. Please do not spoil sections of this game in the chat. So I'm just gonna let you guys know that that is a warning, and we're gonna continue. And if at any point, I always say this when we do games that are a little more difficult, turn on content warnings. Okay. Will it completely erase those sections, or I don't know. We'll turn them on. But if you ever feel the need to leave the game or leave the stream, no shame. Let's begin the game. Okay. The end is never. This is never the end is. The end is never. End is never the.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'm Stanley now. Hello.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Oh my god, same
Orders
Stanley.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Oh my god, it's
This
Backseat
is
Gamers
what
on Twitch.
427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
Stanley was happy.
This isn't ominous at all.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting.
I must have reset that. Show subtitles. There we go.
Or even say,
there we go.
Hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
He's breaking the code. This is just the Matrix. Oh, I have control. Hello, I am Stanley. The sensitivity is extremely high. Partition Corp providing partitions for 56 years. Well, good for him. 56 years, Stanley. Can't open that. Can I mess with any of this? The sensitivity. No! Don't! The sensitivity on this is so high. Oh my god. How do we change the sensitivity? Oh my god. Calm your tits. We're gonna have to just restart it, but oh my god, the sensitivity on that. Alright. There we go. There we go. Oh my word.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It means it was
Stanley
Labor Day and he
decided to
didn't
go to
know.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can I read that?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Can I pick up things? Who farted? It wasn't me. Can I pick up any of this? For the love of God, please mapping this sterile office, the door carpet will kill me? I have been practicing these for weeks. Why no one came? I turned it off yet. Filing me from the window. What can I once know? Nothing. I can't read all this. Let this end. Hopefully I will find out soon. Well, that's not ominous. The printer is self-aware.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
But it
didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, smartass. Can you zoom? I don't think I can zoom. Where's my boss? Where's my boss's office? The narrator's a little pushy bitch. Can the narrator hear me? Watch the narrator be able to hear me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What happens if I go to the right one? Recommended from the Oversight Committee, a short... Oh, no. A-cab, baby!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Fuck you.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, I want to admire the employee lounge. That's right. I think that the narrator is, like, gonna get pissed off with me. Is the narrator gonna come and just jujutsu kill my ass?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
It
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
A short
Stanley
history.
simply stood here, drinking it all.
Hold on. Forward, back. Interact is E.
In.
What is it about this place?
Really, really worth it being here in the room.
It really is.
So utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Thank you. 5th annual sub. I'm glad he agrees with me. I am creeped the fuck out.
At this point, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Those paintings were worth looking at. I mean, what's in here? Wait. What did he say I needed to do? I don't know. I want to look in here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, that's a big red button. Am I gonna get in trouble? Can I go on this? What happens if I go on? Oh, no! The end is near. I think I fucked up. What did I do when the game's lagging?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Oh, he is controlling things. Oh, he is controlling things.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I'll hold on, but I'm getting really freaked out. What the fuck?
Let's see, we went down, right, left,
what
down,
the fuck?
Left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
You sure?
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Are you positive? I'm not so sure about this one.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
A spoiler?
Close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding?
Employee
it's
fired.
all rubbish now.
What?
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart
What
the
is
game
this?
from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
What is this?
From the top.
What? No! Oh my gosh, I love this. It's so self-aware.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if I keep disobeying? Can I piss him off to the point he just kills me? Can he just jujitsu my ass? Knowing your city. Okay. I hate Mondays. Me too. I think we pissed him off.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or...
No.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Well, then...
It was right here just a
God?
minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Proof that God doesn't know what he's
Okay,
doing
then.
either.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find the story! Oh, I have so many options, and I am stressed. All right, chat, which room? Ooh, I want to go this one. I cannot go through that one. Which one? Which one, chat? Which shall we go? Where should we go? We have anarchy. Let's go this. That's where you, and this was, oh, uh,
I'll
so,
say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can
That's fun.
promise you there definitely was a story here before.
I trust you.
Do we need to restart the game again?
No, I'm gonna figure it
I
out.
find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
No, we'll figure it
It's
out.
got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What? What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This wasn't on before. Why is it on now? Why is it on now? That wasn't on before. The printer is on now. Not a fan of that.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
How did it get
I might be
worse?
remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
How did it get worse? How did I break the game? I should have just obeyed. But instead I had to... That spilled! That wasn't there before! Surname access? F you? I mean, F me too. Wait, all the computers are on. No, that one's not on, but that one's on. What? How to help window... EXE. I feel like I might have broken the world.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Why? Oh. Is this scary? Why do I feel like I'm in the back rooms?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Sir, you're not helping. What? I think, and this is just my imagination, but I might have fucked things up a little bit. 5th Annual Subcommittee Meeting of International Revenue. I don't care.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
This...
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Bitch, I've never
Well,
been
you
here
know what?
before.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
What?
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
What did I do?
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
You
I don't care
think?
what might happen this time? I have to restart.
No! No!
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
Yeah.
How simple is that?
I'm gonna click this. Okay, now we'll continue the line. Never mind, I'm not proud of you. This is unjust when you don't deserve it. I deserve everything. Oh, that's solitaire. Does he win? I hope he won his solitaire game. I'm just gonna keep clicking things. I don't care if it gets me in... I
You
moved.
see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward,
Um,
Stanley, to destiny.
who ran?
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put
Oh.
it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Oh, now we're
Simply by
getting
the act of
philosophical.
moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
Bitch, I don't know.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
You think?
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
What?
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I don't like this music, for the record. For the record, this music is incredibly annoying. For the record, I don't like this. But I'll accept it as part of the narrative. Ba-da-bum-ba-dum-ba-da. Why not? Someone is definitely back here with us, but you know, why worry about the fact that we're probably about to get bodied by a monster? We're gonna just have fun. Ba-da-bum-ba-dum-ba. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-dum-bum.
Wait,
Bum-ba-da.
cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I took a very good mental picture of that fern. Don't worry about it. Maybe the semester music theory
back
pick,
at
but this
the
music doesn't
office?
fit the mood.
No,
Maybe.
no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
We're back at the beginning. What the? I don't have a photographic memort. Oh, well, now I am just lost, but we haven't gone over here, so we're gonna go over here now. The Stanley line parable of lininess is confused, but personally...
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
He wasn't there before. What? What if I just stay in my office? What then? The Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
No.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure. Why not? Apparently God is just as much of a smartass as I am.
This is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging
Best of
a new
luck.
path,
Thanks.
a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
I want to find love.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I would like to kiss you on the lips, Mr. Narrator.
Oh, no, not you again.
This was
Stanley,
not what I
I'd
wanted,
also
narrator.
like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Our
No
awesome new
lines or
story?
monitor rooms.
Listen, guys, if we romance the narrator, maybe we'll get out of this hellhole, okay? It's called, you gotta work up the ladder. You know, they talk about working up, you talk about shooting up. If we work with the narrator, if we flirt with the narrator, maybe the narrator will be nice to us and let us out of this hellhole. So what I'm saying is, I'm not a gold digger, I just like to live.
Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I acknowledged it. I hope me and the line become good friends. I think the line and I will be friends, and I'm going to flirt with the narrator. Because I can. I wish I could jump. I can't jump. The gameplay is a little quiet. It is? Is the gameplay a little quiet? I turn up the gameplay for you guys. Oh, wow.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Why
From
does
here,
this
the
remind
story
me
is
of
in
the
our
spoiler?
control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
I can't jump,
Just walk in
guys.
circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Okay.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Sure.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Sir?
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
Our destiny awaits. Oh. That's not the right door. It is. I'm just stupid. What?
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling
Office
me...
is now a dead end.
That's
Turn
what
right,
this
find another
is.
dead end way, and find the line
It's all
again.
one giant
Fifth
ending.
restart.
And
The
we're
narrator's
supposed to
gone.
restart
After a
again
long time, Stanley dies?
times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
This is so
So now,
disturbing.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to
the
forget?
office has begun to deteriorate,
My
attempt to
mind
make up a
goes
story
blank
there.
simply because it's
Narrator
written
starts
here
the
on
game. There is no
this
longer an office,
thing
simply black space. Wander in the
wall.
blacklist, find a bookstore,
Well,
get bored and
you
leave.
consulted me.
Narrator
Why
restarts
don't
the
I get
game.
to decide?
I can't memorize any of
Why
this.
don't I get a say in all of this?
Yeah!
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be.
Break
I
the
don't
rules,
want the game to
narrator.
keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
Yeah.
I won't restart the game. I won't
Yeah.
do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Anarchy!
And the timer stop.
Anarchy!
Does that mean did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The
Anarchy!
whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
I'm gonna
Will someone
T-pose
come
on
to us?
the anarchy.
Will something happen?
Teabagging, I'm
So-
teabagging the world. Teabagging the
Okay.
universe. I hope I have a nice badonk donk and I'm
I guess
impressing the
now just
narrator.
wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
I don't want
So
you to get
I
philosophical,
hope that's where
yeah.
we are right now.
Yeah.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Who was that? Huh?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
Did he
of his
forget?
co-workers.
Mr. Narrator. Mr. Narrator, have you forgotten? I suddenly wish...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, wait. That was the 5th restart, so the narrator forgot the stair, but is prevent... Okay. I want to see... I took a picture of it. I'm gonna obey now. Amnesia narrator.
Yet there was not a single
Do
person
not-
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Get
office,
Chris
hoping he might
out
find
of
an
the
answer
room.
there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Please keep the targets on the topic of using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Quarterly post review. I keep seeing all this. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Number of slides on this slide. I'm enjoying this. Money, money, money. Must be funny. Should we watch all of the slides? I feel like we should. Rate of increase and graphs per slide. Please, no more Oh. That was terrifying. This is so unsettling. This is really unsettling. Okay, we've read all of them. I'm gonna keep going because I don't want my narrator buddy to...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Either sort, play 5 Nights at Freddy's or unfollow. This is the new 5 Nights at Freddy's. Suck it. Executive bathroom. Do I need to take an executive shit? The beige pages.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Oh.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
Wow.
indication of any human life.
I am the
Shocked,
most expensive
unraveled,
boss.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held
Why can't
from
I play
him?
the piano?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
6969.
2845.
2,
But of
8,
course,
4.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random
Let's
buttons on the
go!
keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Haha. Suck it, universe. This is terrifying. Wait, hold on. I want to know what's supposed to happen. I want to know what's supposed to happen, because I took a picture of what's supposed to happen. This is the 5th reset. Okay. It hasn't... Nothing's happened yet. Nothing's happening yet. I'm getting nervous.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I do feel a bit
It was a
peculiar.
stirring of emotion in his chest, as
Yes.
though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I want to question the
Why did he
nature of your
feel this
relationship
now,
status, Mr.
when for
Narrator.
years it had never occurred to him?
That's
This
called living
question
in
would
corporate
not go
America.
unanswered for long.
Corporate America. Oh, I'm getting so spooked. See, this is the kind of spooks that I like. Is that the line?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm getting really freaked out. Oh no. That's the room! That's the bottom of the room! So we could either escape or go into the room. I kind of feel like we should obey the narrator. But I also want to escape. This is so cool. And I'm also freaked out. I don't know what to do. What do we do, chat? Destroy, go in the room. Alright. I'm gonna be submissive and breedable.
The lights rose on an enormous
Oh
room
my
packed with
god, it's
television
the
screens.
spoiler.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
It's the
Did he
spoiler.
have the strength to find out?
It's the spoiler. I trust the narrator. I trust the narrator. He has a nice voice.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Yeah.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh my god, it's the Matrix. It's the fucking Matrix.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
But it
Had
is.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was
But
this
it
the only
is.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He
refused to believe it.
He
Yes.
couldn't accept it.
I don't
His
accept
own
it.
life in someone else's control? Never.
I refuse to live in America.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yes.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I did for like the first 16 years of my life. You're not special, Stanley.
But here was the proof.
Stanley, I also grew up in a cult. You're not special.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Mind control
Happy
spaz offline.
or sad or content.
Offline.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this
Oh my
very
god.
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Oh
Stanley
my god.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Oh my god.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Ha ha! Suck it, universe! Suck it, universe! Gonna teabag on the universe. Ah. We did it! We suck it, universe! We are the gods of our own destiny.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
We are the gods.
Was it over?
I burped.
Yes. He had won.
Oh my
He
god.
had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
We won!
Freedom was mere moments away.
I feel like something's about to go
And yet,
horribly wrong.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
But this
What other mysteries did
clouds.
this strange building hold?
Clouds,
But
chat.
as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Oh my god, it's
Perhaps
Colorado.
his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No
Yeah.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
It's gonna be a screen,
That
isn't
was
it?
all he needed to know. It was perhaps
I'm gonna
the
walk
only
into a
thing
giant
worth
screen.
knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
This isn't an open door, it's literally a movie screen. I will bet you money that it is a movie screen. Oh my god,
Stanley
it's...
felt the cool breeze upon his skin,
Oh.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path.
Never
before
mind.
him.
It's just a really
This
low
was
polygon
exactly
world.
the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
It's beautiful.
And Stanley was happy.
Do we get to fuck the narrator? I'm sorry. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Achievement unlocked. Get your first achievement. I got achievements, guys. Wait, then I didn't get the ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
What?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? What? I have two endings now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait a second. But it didn't do it. I didn't get the confusion ending. Oh, well, I want to go into the broom closet. I'm confused. I am confusion. Oh, that's different.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
My boss. Nope. We're going in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Well, fine. Fuck you. I just wanted to go into the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What? Do you want me to go back to the broom? Well, this looks safe and normal. I wish I could zoom in. Can I not zoom in? Can I not zoom in? Can I not zoom in? Because I want to read this. Oh well.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting
Okay.
he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
We got a
And in such a
content warning.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my
Content warning, themes of mental illness, realizing that you have burnout because, so the theme was mental illness, and I'm just listening to him and going, the fear of burnout, and realizing that you live in a repetitive capitalistic society. Same, Stanley. You're not special.
My co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And
Yeah,
as Stanley
capitalism
pondered this,
tends to
he
do
began
that.
to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
There we go.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
He's rationalizing.
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my god.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
I don't know, but there's glitter.
The strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Okay.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
What the fuck?
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Sit in a corner.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress.
This is meta.
The fresh air of a world.
This is too meta. This is so meta.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
This is so meta.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
This is
I want
meta.
my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way...
Moxolotl, if you can... I'm looking... If there's, like, active on-screen depictions of suicide or self-harm, please warn in chat. I'm fine continuing, but if it's something that is, like, dangerous or anything, because the content warning that I got was just mental health. It didn't specify it to be self-harm or suicide. So if that's not the case, I will continue. If not, I can begin the game again. But I don't want to do anything that could potentially be triggering to people in the chat. Um, I'm aware my had blocked the content warning, but I did read the content warning out loud, and the content warning that it gave me was content warning mental health. It did not specify for suicide or anything like that. Okay, derealization and insanity. All right. Thank you for that. That's a little more specific than just mental health. I'm going to continue, and if that content warning will affect anyone in chat, feel free to leave. No shame to you at all.
It's always been.
I
My
was already
life
getting
is
the
normal.
derealization vibes from
I am
this.
normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Yeah, this is some derealization shit. This is some meta, freaky shit.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone,
Oh,
wake me up. My
God.
name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
There's the content warning.
And everything went black.
Damn. This game gets dark. I'm getting that.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Trans rights?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, no.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
What?
I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
She's not, because the narrator is narrating what she's...
I know what is real and what isn't.
Is the narrator the villain?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
You should never look at a dead body and go, this makes me feel better about myself. I'm just gonna put that one out there.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
What the fuck?
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Why?
And then she turned and ran.
Oh my god. How does it keep getting worse? What the fuck? She didn't even call anybody. I know, what a jerk. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I'm alive
What did it
again.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, we received some input. This is weird. This is such a weird game. So, do you just keep going through?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't. Fuck you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
And Stanley is
Perhaps he
gonna
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This is such a weird game. I love it.
Wow.
Yes, this room.
What a beautiful room.
Can we get
What a
coffee?
gorgeous, gorgeous room.
I'd like some coffee.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door.
I'm
on his
gonna
left.
disobey everything. No, Stanley didn't. Stanley's a smart, independent man who can think for himself.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What is this video game? It's super freaking... Caution, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Yes, sir. The annual subcommittee meeting for International Revolut, blah, 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 blah. This game is freaky. Do not jump from cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Oh. Oh, you can just straight up jump off.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I'm not gonna jump off and die.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
I'm not gonna jump
The fact
off.
is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I'm not gonna jump
There's
off.
someone you've been neglecting.
I'm not gonna
Stanley.
jump.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
Jump, but like safely.
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
Can I
I'm
get
not
down?
asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To
Who's
put
her?
your work aside.
Who's
to
her?
let her back into your life.
Everyone wants me to
She's
jump.
been waiting.
Who's her? What thing did you charge my corpse? Geronimo!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the
There.
story and
You
no
guys
one
happy?
gets to tell
I
him what
jumped.
to do,
I just died.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Cheers, chat.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It could mean that you're gonna
Stanley
suck my
decided
dick.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
And
had
420
simply
blaze
missed a
it.
memo.
Oh. This computer is no longer on? Oh, this one is, though. Here's some input for you. Turn that off. I'm gonna turn that off. We've inputted the input. Time to go. You can suck my nuts, narrator. I was trying to romance you, and then I realized something. I'm cuter than you. Mainly because I have a face and you don't. What the fuck? This isn't the right way. This wasn't here before. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the
He's
correct
gonna
way to the
moonwalk
meeting room,
into
and
the wrong
Stanley knew it
direction.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah. You just messed up really badly?
The
What did I
lounge was
do?
sublime, a work of art. What but eager to get back to business,
What did I do
Stanley
now?
took the first open door on his left.
Stanley will do no such thing, bitch.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright. I am going to try... Can I open this? I need a key card. I do not have a key card. Alright, if I
Look, Stanley, I
jump
think perhaps
off
we've
to get onto
gotten off
this.
on the wrong foot here.
I want to try and get
I'm
on
not
this.
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Absolutely. You should listen to my therapist.
What? I don't know how to convince
Danger
you of this,
everywhere.
but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I've seen my face,
Let me
thank you.
prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Alright, I mean, I will trust the diplomatic voice of any man. I'll be honest, I will trust the deep melodic voice of any man. Prove it to me. Do not stand on this side of the fence. No buckets past this point. What if I want to take a bucket past this point? Where's a bucket? I need to disprove. Where's the bucket? Give me a bucket. I'm gonna take that bucket. That's a monitor. Where's a bucket? Does anyone have a bucket? You're kind of a bucket. Can I pick you up? I wish I could pick things up. I want to take a bucket. I want to take a bucket past this point. I'm not a bottom for the narrator. I'm
Now
just...
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley wants a keycat. Okay. Okay. So Stanley walked through the red door. But what if Stanley didn't walk through the red door? Would Stanley get to see a bucket? We're going through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley. Stanley wants to go through the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating.
I'm such an annoying little shit.
Properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Suck it, narrator.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Don't make me feel guilty.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yep.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
Well, you want to know my desires.
What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I'd like a pony.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Oh, I like the orange. Orange is very color.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience.
I had so much fun.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yes.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm having so much fun.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something.
Yeah,
Where
you
do
are.
These flashes of inspiration come from? How
Come
did
from me
I know
flashing.
the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
You know who this guy reminds me of? I'm trying to remember what this guy reminds me of. This guy reminds me of the guy who does the introductions for the narration on Distractable. I don't know if any of you have listened to Distractable. Oh my god, remind me to tell you my Distractable story from the car the other day, because that was embarrassing. But he reminds me of the guy who does the intros on Distractable. That's who this guy reminds me of.
Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
I trust you.
Let's take a look.
Hell yeah. Oh my. Oh my god. There's a leaderboard now. Oh my god. Did you know? Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9% of traders are attractive in the Stanley. How long does it take you to get the correct door? Compete against others to improve your standing power. Oh my god. Why not ask some friends for help? Friends list is empty. Call me out. Call me out. I liked the red door. A dead rat is objectively ranked better than you. Oh, I love this game. Oh, I love this game. Good old Neil. Okay, do you want me to go through the good door? Oh no.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey,
That was
I nearly
mean.
forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've
No,
been
you were
working
mean to
on,
me.
And now would be a lovely opportunity to
Competitive
give it some
Stanley.
playtesting.
Fuck it.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Yeah, let's do it. I love this game. It's like GLaDOS from Portal. But
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You
go back.
click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a
This seems very politically charged at the moment.
very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Do you think that certain political parties in my country might also take notice?
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
I'm not
Be
sitting here
sure
for
to keep
4
notes
hours.
on your experience.
I'm not. So, I have other shit to do. The buzzer is really annoying, and there's something that actually happens if you do. I'm not playing this for 4 hours, chat.
You heartless bastard.
You need to make the buzzer less annoying.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Mostly
because
because
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for
it's just the baby.
me.
Jumping
I'm not
over
even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
You have Mario Kart? You have Mario Kart? We can play Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I want to play Mario Kart with the narrator.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Mario Kart with the narrator. Mario Kart with the narrator. Mario Kart with the narrator. Mario Kart with the narrator.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our
Ooh.
backstory? What is our motivation?
I don't know, but I want to live here.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep
I'm in
tower.
Wyoming.
Perhaps for some sort of twisted
Space
erotic
buffs.
purpose.
Beans. We found the beans.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental
Birds.
depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And
I
it
love
seems there's
you,
even
Mr.
more.
Narrator.
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh my gosh. I want to live here. Can I skip art school and just do this? This is lovely. This is lovely. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Can we play this game instead, narrator? No offense. Ooh, propane tanks. I like propane. Propane makes fire. This is lovely. 10 out of 10. Let's keep doing this, Mr. Narrator. 10 out of 10. I love this. I wish this was an actual game. This is beautiful.
No, it can't be.
I love this. This is beautiful.
It is. It's an open world game.
I
Good
love-
God, quickly, block it off.
I love open...
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
I love
You really
open
wandered
world
off
games.
into that thing.
But-
that big, open, just wandering around. No
Wait,
right
where's
or
the
wrong
bucket?
directions.
There's
no
a bucket.
path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the
This is an actual game? Well, why aren't we playing this then?
Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
But-
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice,
But I
big,
like this game.
insurmountable walls.
But I like this. This is happy.
Oh,
Mr. Narrator,
I
join
think
me on
this
an
will be
adventure.
just the thing.
You bored the narrator? Well, the narrator should watch my stream, and then we'll be entertained.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind.
Is this Rocket League?
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There
Well-
isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now
This
this
is literally
game
Rocket League!
design. Stanley, if
We're
you manage to get
playing
lost in
Rocket
this game,
League!
I will be phenomenally impressed.
How did you... We're playing Rocket
Okay,
League.
so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Balls.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
It's Rocket League.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
It's
we shall run the
Rocket
bases
League.
and do a touchdown together.
Yeah.
Yes, I think surely we must.
Yeah.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball.
Ooh.
Have fun.
Can I have a car? All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, I am the car. It's Rocket League. It's Rocket League now, guys. This is so dumb. I love it. I love it.
Are you winning? Is this fun?
Yes.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
I think you're being sarcastic, but I'm having
and
fun.
I realize I'm not a sports.
I want to get a touchdown.
But if one
Fuck you.
ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports
That's what they say on
experience.
Grindr.
I need to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
David?
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more.
Yes.
I'm insatiable.
No! Go
More
in!
balls.
I'm not looking at the other ball. I win! Oh, there's so many balls! Oh, there's so many balls! Oh, there's so many balls! Oh my god, this is the most balls I've ever seen. It's like Grindr all over again.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Are we having fun?
Is this a real video game?
It very much is, good
Well, I
sir.
sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
No! Let it continue.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley.
Well,
Besides,
you're no fun.
you need someone like me to set boundaries for you.
You sound like
Without
my mother.
rules or boundaries, video games are not.
I just realized that I said the narrator sounds like my mother, and now that I've been like flirting, I feel like I might have been projecting some sort of you know, mommy issues, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways,
Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley.
oh, you
I'm
really
leaving.
do sound like my mom.
See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules.
Can I have my balls back?
I don't think you'll enjoy it as much.
Oh my god, it really is God. He really did take away my balls. This is exactly like how God treats me. The joke is that I'm transgender. Okay.
But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something.
I am.
After all, you're the one who knows best.
I do
Take
know
care,
best.
Stanley.
Can you come back? I miss you. I'm lonely. I am lonely. I am lonely and I miss you. Come back, please. Please? Please come back. I want to play Rocket League with the narrator. I am the goal. I'm gonna go sit in the goal. Did I just die? Like, this is... Oh. Well, Geronimo.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I want to play Rocket League with you.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Dad?
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Did I just break God? I just broke the universe. I am suddenly realizing that, I like having a sense of directions and purpose, and I don't like the big empty void. So, I am lonely. Oh, shit. Am I falling forever? No. Okay, now we're really in the back rooms. It's like we're in the back rooms of the back rooms. Mr. Narrator, why aren't we playing Rocket League together? We could have just played Rocket League together, but instead you had to be a little bit of a bitch about it. Oh, there's a light. Is that Rocket League? I don't know. Is there a game theory about all this? I need MatPat to explain this to my dumb little gamer brain. My dumb little gamer brain needs MatPlat to explain things to me. I miss the narrator, guys. Like, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you when I say that.
I wonder what he found. If what he
I no longer miss the narrator.
wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I am never
And if
happy.
he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Okay.
The end will be here soon. Very soon.
I'm intrigued. I can listen. And I can listen. The end is never. Does this game just never end? How many endings are there? Excuse me, hold on. Let me Google something. How many endings? Can't get my... Stop flirting. I'm not flirting with my mom. I have mommy issues and I want to... I'm horny. How many endings does this Stanley Parable have? 19 achievable endings. Okay. Freud has entered the chat.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Me too. Also, why did you... Wait, why did you change? Why did you change? You're not allowed to change. You can't change. Wait, I need to file my input. I need to file my input. I didn't get to file my input. And I was touching grass with Rocket League, and he took my Rocket League away from me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, wait, how did we get to the right door? To the red door. I want to do the red door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
AstroTurf.
well.
It's
Perhaps
basically
he wanted to stop by
AstroTurf.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
When do we get to open all the doors? I want to open all the doors.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for
Bye-bye.
the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Fuck the narrator. I'm trying. Achievement unlocked. You can't jump? What do you
Stanley
mean?
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I don't believe that for a
I realize that
second.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why... I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you. To
No, you
show
don't.
you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Okay.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Red door time,
Stanley
guys.
walked through the red door.
All right. Red door time.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Killing you, maybe.
I wanted to stop.
And I want you.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
Don't you dare reset.
Here, let me show you.
Don't you dare reset, you little shit. Don't you dare.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Happy. Glitter!
Here. Yes.
Oh.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
My little
If we
dumb
just
monkey
stay
brain
right
is so...
here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Yeah.
I actually feel happy.
Okay, see, now I am put with an impossible dilemma. You see, I know for a fact that if I go down the doors, I will not make the narrator happy, and I'm a people pleaser. However, I have a feeling that if I stay in this room, I will make chat unhappy, because chat, as I have noticed, wants to be a little bit of a little shit. Therefore, I am put in an impossible dilemma where I cannot make anybody happy. Oh, it's so pretty. I have... How does it keep getting better? Chat, what do I do? The narrator's happy, but there's a door. I want to watch the light show. Stay with the balls. Stay with the balls. This is beautiful. 10 out of 10. Oh, more balls! This is so, like, pleasing. Like, this is just sensory pleasing. This is, I feel like I'm watching one of those little kid, like, sensory movies people show their, like, 2-year-old iPad grummy kids on YouTube. But, like, I'm a 19-year-old man-child. This is really nice, though. If I get rich enough, I want to have a room like this, with just... Is this what doing drugs is like? That's what doing drugs is like. Oh, it gets pretty! Oh! 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 I think I'm high. I think I am high. Hi-ho. I genuinely... This isn't a bit, chat. I'm just so relaxed in this room. I love this. I'm glad you guys recommended this. Nobody recommended this game to me. I want to become one with the nebula. I don't want to leave. I'm going to leave. I don't want to leave. This is beautiful. This is so nice. I feel like I could take a nap right now. Okay. Everybody say bye to the ballroom. Bye, balls.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh, no. This section contains suicidal themes. How did we go? Hang on. Let me turn off my webcam for a second, just for you guys to... Can I escape? I can't even turn off my webcam. Like, genuinely, the game will not let me escape. There we go. Nope. I'm still stuck. God damn it. Well, fuck. Hang on. Can I just turn off my... I can't. I don't even have it. I just need you guys to understand. Hold on. I fucked up my mouse. There we go. Okay. People are telling me that this is dark. I need you guys to understand. We went from balls to suicide. That's a little too personal. Can I not change my... I'm fucking with my DPI for some reason. I can also press F to skip the ending, which I think is what I'm going to do once I fix my DPI. Okay. Like, you see this? Beautiful. Gorgeous, right? We come over here. Content warning. Suicide. We're gonna hold F to skip. Because I don't really want to deal with that on stream after I just got a sensory nightmare. Shit! I'll go back and watch that when I get off of stream, but I don't really wanna deal with intensity right now. But holy shit. When did it... What? What? Okay.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
What?
Is this Stanley's office?
Why do you mean this isn't the right office? We've been in here so many times. Yeah, I don't really want to... You can't realize we signed up for we wanted to chill stream. I mean, I just wanted to see what this game was about, but like... Suddenly, suicide happens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, but wait, there was also that top part. I want to go to the top part.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I want to go to
Stanley
the
knew it
top
perfectly
part.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before.
Are we still in the suicide
Was it
ending?
this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
Oh, you should see me in my bedroom.
Truly,
No.
deeply. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But Stanley was a little bitch and decided he didn't want to fuck with that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It's incredible that your mom wasn't fired years ago.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
Moxolotl, that is not what I meant.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing
But I
your
recognize
trust
now
in
that that
someone
was
else
dirty.
can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I
There's
would like
someone
to
you've
get a
been
key
neglecting,
card.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
I know, I have a wife.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
I have a
I'm
wife.
not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
I am a male wife.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who is she?
She's been waiting.
Who is she? Is my wife here, or is it a bucket? Into the cold.
That's her.
This is my wife. My wife has a really weird way of saying she loves me. That scared the absolute crap out of me. What the heck? That scared the absolute crap out of me.
Stanley, you need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
My least favorite thing, putting faith in another person. Let me out, let me out, let me out. I don't like trusting people. My one weakness. I am very sorry.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh.
Is she gonna show her titties on stream? Am I gonna get in trouble?
There we go.
Am I gonna get in
Now,
trouble?
I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Not really, dude. I'm gay. That's why I was really confused.
Who'd want to commit their life to you?
That's also very fair.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Dude, I can't move. Oh. I'm scared.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh no. Good morning, employee. Press.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I don't like this story.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I don't like this
Now
story.
he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
And we watch TV.
One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Oh, so it is just a story. Oh.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk,
Okay.
Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic
It's all just a metaphor for capitalism. It's a metaphor for capitalism. I'm gonna act surprised. Oh my gosh. It's a metaphor for capitalism. Who could have guessed?
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Capitalism.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Wasn't
The
that quirky?
thought excited him terribly.
I mean,
So he went
spend
further.
time with the boys.
He imagined
Hey,
that he
chat.
came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
This feels very manipulative.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere
Me and my
thought
iced coffee
that
are
his
not impressed.
decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy
fuck?
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Can we get my
Down
weird
one path
wife
lay an enormous round
out of the
room
way?
with monitors and mind
Titties.
controls.
Titties.
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
The yellow line
And down
TM.
another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley
Stanley
Parable.
Parable. Freaky.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
Jeez.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
Yes.
Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Yes. What if I don't love my wife?
But there is no answer.
Oh, God.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he
Fifth
spends
annual-
here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer.
Well, aren't
That as
you a
long as he
peachy,
remains here,
pleasant
he's slowly
person?
killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
Maladaptive
Stop.
daydreaming the
Here,
game.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me?
Nah,
How
he's
can
just
I
a little
tell him
bitch.
in a way that he'll understand that every
Oh my
second
God, I'm
he
back at my
remains
desk.
here, he's electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Capitalism! Question
Suppose
nothing.
I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. Not so
Capitalism.
different, I suppose. I'll try
Capitalism.
once more to convey all this to him. I'm
It's not
compelled to.
real, because
I
the
must.
button's not there.
Perhaps, well, maybe this
I don't trust
time
this
you'll see.
because the
Maybe
little
this
the
time.
little code the little
And I
code
tried
isn't there.
again,
Please
and
die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Please die. Oh my God, it's kids in my Twitter DMs. Anyways. That was a weird ending. This is a
All
weird
his
game.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
It
to the
means
meeting room.
that you're a
Perhaps he had
little
simply
bitch.
missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
This
co-workers.
is such a weird game. Press that. I'm just pressing things until the world fucking explodes. I want to meet the guy who's behind all this. I want to meet the man
Oh, new content?
I love new
What does that
content.
mean, new content?
Means that you. It means bucket. New content. New content. New. I want to go that way. New content. New content. New content. New content. New content. New content.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
The commercial or
The
credits.
Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Wow.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Consoles?
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
More.
delighting audiences the world over.
Yes. I am delighted and very
Please
scared.
step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Yeah.
This sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
That was better than Disney World.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of
gonna
a
fall, isn't it?
mesmerizing adventure.
It's gonna fall, isn't it? It's like... Damn.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the
New
new
content.
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I don't know what we're doing, but let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
But look, I made you some content.
All right.
Daddy made
All
you
right,
your
let's see.
favorite. Oh,
The
I
jump
can't jump.
circle?
I can't jump. Guys, I can jump now. But only here. Yes! Yes! Wait, what's on the other side? Absolutely.
Is that it?
I don't know, but I'm having a
Surely
great
that's
time.
not all the new content.
Yeah!
There must be something else, right?
Yeah! I'm gonna run all of my jumps out because I've never gotten to do this before. Jump! Jump! Yes! 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 Okay, last jump. Yes! Well, I lost all my jumps. A decade in the making and we got to jump.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
I agree.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Can I see my
If
feet
this is
yet?
New content,
No.
Then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's
I would listen to this man read the whole
20
dictionary.
hours of new content right there.
Hell yeah.
I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content.
I
And
mean...
oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Can we jump more?
I knew there had to be something else.
Can we jump more?
Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Can we jump more? I want to jump more. You were enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to
I can
market
never
for
jump
no
again.
reason other than to make an easy dollar. And
I
don't get me
lost my
started on the
jumping
level of
privileges.
craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and
Really?
it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this?
I love
I'm
this.
infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Everyone go to Twitter. Everyone go to Twitter.
Stanley, I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could
Damn.
never have lived up to such expectations.
So true.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about? No frills, no gimmicks. Just
I
you and me
live. I
having a
hope this
great
is
time
all they
together, like
added.
always.
I
What do
paid
you say,
$5 extra
friend?
dollars for this. I paid $5 extra dollars for that. And it was so worth it. Oh. Never mind, there's more. Hello? So...
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Insert Among Us reference here. Do 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 do.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well,
Yes.
it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Oh, really?
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Okay, the office chairs in a medieval building.
I call it the Memory Zone.
It's
It's where I've been storing
beautiful.
all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
I love
Experiences
it.
like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I love it. You told me you don't like open worlds, but look at this. This is beautiful. What do you mean you don't like open worlds? This is
You see,
beautiful.
Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone
Ah.
remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it
Aw,
was sullied with a cheap
it
re-release?
it
Remember
won
back in October
awards.
of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Zone,
Back
sweet
then,
zone.
video games had integrity. Back then,
Hey, look,
it
it's the
all
Steam.
meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, it's gonna spoil the game for me? Well, thankfully, I have a dumb memory, and I don't understand anything that's going on. This is so stupid. I love it. I feel like I'm not the target audience for this, because I wasn't there at the beginning, but you know. I'll pretend to have nostalgia. Be my Valentine. I will not. Unless the narrator's asking. Good times. I feel like I've seen a lot of this. Oh my god, a doll! Doll! And what is this? This strange circular device? Smile because it happened. Where's a bucket? I want the bucket. It is impossible to get this achievement. Don't play for 5 years. Oh my god! Beta. Look at this. It won so many awards. I can understand. It's very fun. 50% off a designer hat. I want to find a bucket. Oh my god, that's me when I died. See, he's out here like, he doesn't like open worlds. But look at this beauty.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph
Beautiful.
of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
This is
James
beautiful.
Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "We're so many games that aspire to be more than games.
don't know what's
end
going
up
on,
less
but,
than
like, this
any
is
form of
nice.
art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game
Splash.
ever created."
Splash.
Did you hear that, Stanley?
Splash.
Every
Splash.
game ever created.
I'm playing
That's
in the
how
water.
grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
I'm playing in the water.
It was literally every game ever created. It was
Fly.
Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them.
It
And
was
now
the entire Kingdom Hearts collection.
It's nothing.
Oh, it's his.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
It's getting
just
meta.
A husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Hey, personally, I was fascinated by the elevator. I'm just gonna tell you, like, I loved the elevator. What's down here? Memory zone maintenance. Can we go into the maintenance room? Fire. I like fire. I love fire, even. Personally, I'm a huge fan of fire. Ooh, I want to press the button. Person of the year. It's not me. 2 doors! We did those doors! You liking the elevator is definitely anticipated, for sure. The end is never.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
You can stop stroking your
The
dick.
Stanley
We get it. It
Parable
was a
is
really good
both
game.
a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else.
I think they're just stroking their dicks a little bit at this point.
It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
Ooh, there's
to
a tie,
spend
though.
the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Yeah, but if the new stuff hadn't come out, I
These
wouldn't
were
have played
simpler
it.
times, Stanley. But I
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
give
played
to
it.
go back to have it all over again.
But I wouldn't
Wait.
have played it.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down
They
here?
destroyed the memory
Oh,
zone.
no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I
Turn it back. Turn it back. Don't take us to
haven't
Steam.
looked at these in years.
Oh,
I can't
no.
even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Not
Surely these
Steam.
reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
No. I will bet. Ooh. There's a good one. There's a good one. Focus on the good
Honestly,
ones.
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny,
Oh, no.
with
Oh,
his
no.
humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Oh, no.
Funny!
Oh, no.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I
You
suppose I
did.
could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable.
Please
but
don't.
the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I
Yeah.
can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I think that you're hysterical. I mean, you had me kill myself that one time. You had me burn a baby that one time. I think that this has been a great game. I'm going to hell. But, like, kind of worth it. Oh, no.
Okay, let's see what this one
Oh,
says.
no.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear
I
games,
think your bad
this
attitude makes
preachiness
this
gets
place go
annoying
bad.
fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game.
Oh,
to get it
there
to
was
feel
so
as
much fluff.
light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did.
You did
But maybe
great.
it wasn't.
You know, you should
What
just...
an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Well, you don't have
These
to.
black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Well, you know,
feel
nobody's without
Like a
fault.
failure. Like I let these people down.
Oh, but you didn't.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always
You
remembered.
picked out 2 bad memories. You want a BAFTA. You want a BAFTA. You want a BAFTA. You don't need to be sad. You want a BAFTA. These guys never won a
What's this one
BAFTA.
got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
But that's the best
I wish
part.
there was a skip button.
No, I don't.
A skip button.
No, I don't.
Well,
Wait,
yes.
yeah, drown
Yes,
that.
I think we can
Drown.
do that. If
No,
I'm
don't
truly
change for
too
them.
preachy, then
birds.
maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Well, I would never
Not
skip
if
ahead.
It means we can strike these negative reviews.
Oh,
from
is this the
record.
Kraken?
Only positive reviews.
Don't be a
of the
tentacle.
Stanley Parable.
Don't be a
That's my
tentacle.
motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Don't be a
I'd do
tentacle.
Anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
We don't need a skip button. Can we go swimming? We cannot. I don't.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
But what if I
It's
don't
what
want
the
to?
players have been asking for.
No,
and
it's-
I'm very proud to have delivered.
No.
No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if
It's about
the
communism.
people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
But I don't want to
Well,
skip
don't
him.
sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an
I want to see how long he could go without me skipping.
interminable monologue. And
Everyone
it
grab
goes
some
something
coffee.
like this.
the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see,
He just sounds like me when I'm trying to reach my word limit on an essay.
blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245.
You
But
done?
the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to
You done?
manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years until
I'll dance to
just
it.
yesterday.
I'll dance to
here
it.
and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime.
This guy could, like I said, this guy could read the dictionary for me and I'd be entertained. I absolutely love his voice.
Can't be. It's the only thing there is.
Okay, fine, we'll skip ahead.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
It's like
Of course,
Undertale.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
I
Not
don't
that,
know
of
about
course,
that.
you need a description of it, but if I had to... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But
But I
that's
feel
the
so
part
guilty. I feel so
of the
guilty.
button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome
I feel
back,
like I have to
Stanley.
keep
now,
skipping.
I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Oh,
that last
no.
one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
It's gonna keep getting longer.
Unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a
Stanley!
door that led into this room?
Narrator!
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
Mr. Narrator.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place?
Mr.
I
Narrator.
don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort.
Mr.
or a
Narrator.
window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
Mr.
A
Narrator.
sufficiently large crack in the wall?
Mr.
I'll
Narrator,
tell
what
you,
did you do?
All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button.
I have.
Go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before.
Where did you put
I
it?
swear there was.
Where did you put the door? Where did you put the door, narrator?
Just ram
Where
your
did you put the
way
door?
through a wall? Is there any possibility that
Take
you
care of
could,
yourself,
say,
Ghost.
slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
All
Yes,
right.
I'll take any
Time to
option
die.
at all. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
See, this is just me when I space off, like
You've
honestly.
just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room.
Well, we're
Stanley,
fucked.
the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Well, what did you
I've
do?
looked at it from every angle. I've
You're God. What did you do with the door? How does God misplace a door?
every one of those walls 1,000 times.
Time to die.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh,
You're back.
no.
Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Oh,
Stanley,
no.
I think it's been a week.
Oh,
2 weeks.
no.
I've been sitting here all that time.
Oh,
just sitting here,
no.
Not a single person to speak with.
Oh, I'm
And
feeling
you'd
guilty.
think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
This is an
Do
ending.
you think that it's exactly the
Okay,
same?
I'm getting bored. How do you lose a woman?
Oh, hello.
You
It's
forget to
you.
cherish
You're here
her.
Again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you
A
ever sat
year?
down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for
A
you. To
year?
begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I
Ew.
felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stan.
Regret. Thank you so much for the hydration. Is the narrator gone? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, finally, that goes off. Well, this is depressing.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant
Thank
to
you
speak
so much,
to the
Character
human
Dose, for
condition.
subscribing.
Where are
Thank you,
the
thank you.
jokes? Where are the
14 months.
jokes?
Thank
They
you so
bemoaned,
much.
they screamed,
Thank you, thank
they
you.
gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review.
Damn. I think it's a commentary on how if you only focus on the negative parts of your life, you'll let the good parts skip over.
The end is never the end, is never the end.
Oh, he
is
went
never the
insane.
end, is never the 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 end.
Boots and kits and boots and kits and boots and kits and. Can we reset now? I'm bored. I think he went insane. Like, bitch me too, the fuck? Ah. Hopefully next time we'll have, like, just... Oh! Well, that's just some minor water damage, you know. It happens. Damn. Here comes the sun. Doo -doo -doo -doo. I can't get out. Damn. Well, isn't this pleasant? I think we're also functionally immortal because the narrator seems to have gone insane being stuck in here, but like, we're still doing fine, and now we got food! I hope next time it's a forest. Oh. Oh. Update. Nature is no longer healing. Hello? I would like for nature to begin healing again. What the fuck? Holy shit! Are we the last person alive? How did we go from nature healing to this? What the fuck? What did we do? I think the buttons broke. Oh. God damn. Well, let's never do that again. Jeez, Mr. Narrator. Jeez.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
I think this game broke my brain. I think I'm broken. I think this game broke me. We were playing... How did we go? Is the narrator... Wait. Where's the narrator? No, where's the narrator? Where's my friend? Where's my friend? Where's the narrator? I don't want new content. I want my narrator back.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Yeah? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm so sorry I ended humanity, but I promise we won't do it again. I won't do it again. Well, he told me to... Oh, I feel so bad. But I'll never do it again. Oh, this game broke me. No more skip button. No more skip button. No more.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable.
Yeah?
And about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh, how did it get worse?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever,
This is inspirational.
the Stanley Parable 2.
A sequel? Ooh, now with cushions.
Yes, you see.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Mush. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. How was your stream? Raid, welcome, Husky. Welcome, Natsuti. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Welcome. How was your stream? What were you guys up to? A brief introduction on who I am, for those of you who are new here. I'm Bird. I use he, him, and any other pronouns that you might find yourself using. We're playing the Stanley Parable today. Thankfully, one of my mods is giving a brief content warning for anything that you might need to be warned about in the chat. But other than that, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well
Isn't
today.
this far superior to a measly re-release
Spoilers
with a
for the
few
Stanley
minor
Parable.
additions?
I've never
Think of
played
all
it.
the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Hello,
An
Maxwell,
entirely
is the
new
warning.
experience built from the ground up.
Hell
Why,
yeah.
there's so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
We have
This
Apple
is what
now.
fans have truly been asking for.
The end is never the end again. Well, now we got a sequel.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much
It's
catchier
the
than
sequel.
Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Yeah.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's
Stanley
an
Parable
artistic
2.
statement right there. It's
I
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term
Ooh.
franchising potential.
Well, I'm impressed, but I think I feel bad because you know, I kind of ended the world that one time. Boring sections of the chart, cool red section of the chart. Hell yeah. I feel bad. I feel like I kind of, you know, we kind of ended the world back there. Remember when we did that? I feel like we need to, you know, talk about that. Because we did kind of end the world. Oh my god, it's the fern. It's the fern. The fern. Now with more fern. The fern. Featuring new ferns. What the hell?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going
Stanley
to
needs
be.
to be cancelled.
But let's take a look at some of the features I've
The
been
fern.
developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting
Two
concepts,
eyes, two
that
nostrils,
surely
two
the
arms,
game will
two
sort of
legs.
naturally spring up around
Perfect.
them. It'll all
Artistry.
work itself out.
Who took
Game
the red marker?
development is
Me.
much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
This is this, did I pay for the announcement of a sequel game? Did I pay for a meta commentary on the announcement of a meta sequel game? Did I pay for that? This way to the show floor. But what if I want to go into the dark abyss of nothingness? Can't do that? Alright, neat. Oh, there really is like a show presentation. Am I on the red carpet? Hello, everybody. Am I on the red carpet? I am the red carpet. There's also a bus, which, you know, fair enough, I suppose. Wasn't this fancy? You've really outdone yourself, Mr. Narrator. Oh my gosh, it gets bigger.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Reusable bucket. Ooh. I'm sure these shirts are definitely not available online. Office decoration, spareable reassurance bucket. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game. Well, I don't find the button. What's the reassurance bucket?
For For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Quick question, chat. Did it connect to Steam and see the name that's on my Steam profile? Is it going to out my dead name? I live in constant fear. No, it did not. Don't worry. Thank God. I was like, if I somehow get outed through the Stanley Parable, I will shit myself.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified.
Jim!
Right now,
I
the
am
button
Jim!
only says the
How'd you
name
know?
Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Nobody knows my
Here,
name.
Let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of
I
this
almost
feature.
named myself
Just
Jim.
play along. I
That's
promise
a
you'll
lie.
love it.
I did not
Okay,
almost name
here
myself
we
Jim.
go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim?
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim.
POV,
falling in
your name
love
is Jim.
And being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and
Is
as
Jim my straight
watching
sona?
your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I mean...
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Oh, I have to go back. I want to go into the expansive light of emptiness. We are all Jim. We are Jim. I mean, like, I'm all for, you know, the button. I feel I am Jim.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second
Jim!
time. If this
I'm
were the only
Jim!
new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Me too. Jim! I like being Jim. I would like to continue to be Jim. Do I know somebody named Jim? I feel like I do.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me
Please,
the work
no
of finishing
screenshots.
this feature.
Oh my god. Red is the new orange. Guys, don't take screenshots. Don't do it. Don't do it. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game, jump circle, infinite hole. The Stanley Parable, no screenshots. What's the reassurance button?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played.
Where's my bucket?
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration,
Where's my bucket?
I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable.
Board members, please
Reassurance
note you must
Bucket.
be...
You see,
Oh.
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will
The
fill your mind
reassurance
with
bucket!
true. As long as you hold on to the
Bucket.
the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps
But I can't
even
hold it.
comforting.
I can't hold
You
it.
may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance.
I wanna
while
wear the
bucket
bucket.
is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient
It's a very
solution
sexy
for
bucket,
me
I agree,
than
Moxalotl.
actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is
sexual.
the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Reassurance bucket, my beloved.
Can you feel it?
Yes!
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact,
I
can I
feel
say that I
so
do believe
good.
the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Thank you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
I agree.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
I love my bucket.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I feel safe with my bucket. Can we take the bucket into the no bucket zone? We gotta backtrack and take it into the no bucket zone.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be
We
an
need to
award
go
if it isn't
back.
already.
I need to take the bucket into the unbucketable zone. I don't even understand what I'm doing, but I love it. Collectibles? Oh, I love new achievements. I'd like an achievement, please. What's this? No screenshots? I want to go get an achievement. Pull the lever, receive a new achievement. Oh my god.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yes.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see,
Yes.
you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you.
The
It's
achievement.
as simple as that.
Yes.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
But I
I'm not
want-
a wizard, Stanley.
I
but
want my
guarantee
achievement.
It will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the
I
world.
want my
who have
achievement.
been uproariously demanding this feature.
I want an
Gamers,
achievement.
We hear you, and I promise it will happen.
You give me, you know what? It's okay. Because I have my bucket. I have my bucket, and that's my sense of purpose now. Is my bucket. It's fine.
What else?
Infinite
what other
hole?
exhibits haven't we seen yet?
We haven't looked up here. We haven't looked at the new collectibles. I don't have a dick. Can you find them? Oh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's
Well, this
truly
is
innovative
terrifying.
is that there will be no reward for collecting all
We're
of
never
them.
putting down the
I
bucket.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect
I
all
am
of them,
nobody
and
without
then
my
you
bucket.
Move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I am nobody if not my buckets. This is... Oh, they are 3D. I got my achievement. Collect them all. I still have my bucket. Don't worry, guys. I was so worried that I wouldn't have my bucket.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Oh my gosh. I think I want to live here.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2
But I
as well.
ran out of
Oh,
jumps.
wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
No!
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
No jumps remaining player tiers. I could have jumped with my bucket. I will never get the joy of jumping with my bucket. Well, now I'm depressed. Well, it's okay because I have my reassurance bucket. All right, let's go into the infinite hole. It's okay. I don't need
Okay,
it.
I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration,
Ooh.
like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th
You know,
birthday.
sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Then why the frick did you ask me?
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
This feels like when you're out on a date and you're trying to ask people for dinner and they're like, what do you want? And you're like, I want Chinese food. And they're like, actually, now that you say it, I want Mexican. And then you sit there and go, then why the fuck did you ask me? And the answer is, it's because they always knew what they wanted. They don't care about which one. How deep can we dig? Holy moly. This answer will mildly surprise you. It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's
Me
never
too.
been done before in a video game.
Really?
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling.
Really?
You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
What if I don't think I can get out, but will I take my bucket with me? As long as me and my bucket are together, it doesn't matter. Forward! Bye-bye.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Oh,
now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
I have
you
my
can
bucket.
press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
But is there...
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
What's at the bottom of the hole?
Sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
What's on the bottom? What's in the bottom?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
You
It is a
did
very, very
what?
deep hole, to be
You did
It's an
what?
extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It
You
is.
lied
Is
to
it
me.
Infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
New mode.
You found me out, Stanley.
Meeting
I'm a liar
at
and a
2
cheat, and
p.m.
You're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated
Just the
by
two of
falling.
us.
What normal
We
person
can make it if we
wants to
try.
fall?
Just the two of
I
us.
figured the hole was as
Just the
deep as
two
anyone
of
would
us.
actually need. Don't you
Just
put
the
this
two
on me.
of us.
Maybe you're the problem.
Building castles in the sky. Just the two of
Things got a
us.
little heated
You
there.
and
think
I.
we both said
Bam,
some
bam,
things we
bam,
didn't
bam,
mean.
bam. Just
Why
the
don't
two
we
of
just
us.
put all this behind us
Bam,
and
bam,
agree
bam,
to
bam,
just
bam,
call the
bam.
whole
Just the
mystery
two of us.
infinite?
Just
If
the
that
two
works for
of
you,
us.
then go ahead and press the teleport
Just the
button
two
to
of
walk
us.
up to the top of the hole,
Just
and we
the
can move
two
on.
of us. Me and my
I'll just be
bucket.
up here when you're ready.
Well, I think I should let you know that me and my bucket are very happy down here. Because we can continue singing. I'm going to sing about my bucket now. Where's my lyrics? Okay. Just the two of us. Me and my bucket. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. It's my bucket. Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Let's go. I will say, just on a personal, if you're taking criticism, I don't know if you're taking constructive criticism, but if you are, maybe consider not lying to people. Because it's not infinite. That's a lie. That is a nasty, nasty little lie. You are a nasty little liar. But I do have my bucket, so, you know, that's one thing. Alright, I feel like we've seen everything. As we didn't get the achievement, we got our collectible. I think it's time to go to the exit. Time to go to the exit. Because you lied to me. And I don't like liars. So it's time to go to the exit. Because you lied.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to move on now?
Ooh, somebody's purse. Well, personally, as long as I can keep my bucket, I'm fine. I have my bucket. What more could I possibly need? How do I
So,
keep my
Stanley,
bucket?
what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I
Yes,
think
know it's not exactly
that
clear
as
yet
long as
how
I have my
exactly
bucket,
these features will come
I'm
together
okay.
as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's
You have a
going to
soul?
work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say,
Absolutely.
let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
But I want to keep my bucket. As long as I can keep my
Are
bucket.
you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Jumps!
I mean, there's potential here, right?
Well,
It's
there is the
sort
bucket.
of- Okay, never mind.
There is
Hold
my
on.
bucket.
Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes.
But
this
I have
is
my
much
bucket.
Better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Oh.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Bucket.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
But you can't
I wanted
do
fans
that.
to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait.
Oof,
Maybe
sorry to
that's
hear you,
it.
Gobble.
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Can we find the bucket?
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of
Can
the
we find the
original
bucket?
game.
Can we find the bucket?
Would it
Can
possibly
we find the bucket?
I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising
But
conviction, this
can we go with
is
the bucket?
Stanley Parable 2.
Now with
Let me
more
see if I
buckets.
can whip something up.
Now with more buckets.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Now with more buckets. Too much power. If we had 2 buckets, it's too much power. It got spoopy. How did it get more spoopy? Wait a second. Is this the sequel? Did I need to play the first game first? I'm confused. Did I buy the sequel? Is the sequel the original?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
But do I have my bucket?
Stanley worked for a company in
Now
a
we
big
have
building
balloons.
Where he was
Now we have
employee
balloons.
Number 427.
It's not the balloons I wanted,
Employee
but we have
number
balloons.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
All of the first game is this
Orders
game.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what
Where's my
buttons to
bucket?
push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Where's my
This
bucket?
is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And
Where's
although
my bucket?
Others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment. of the
Bucket,
orders.
bucket, 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 bucket.
Stanley was happy.
Where the fuck is my bucket?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
I didn't get my
Something
bucket.
that would forever change Stanley.
I want my bucket.
Something he would never quite forget.
Where's my bucket?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
And he
when
didn't get a
realized
bucket.
that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
But
No
did a
one had
bucket
showed up
arrive?
to give him instructions. Call
there's
a
balloons
meeting,
now.
Or even say hi.
Where's my
Never
bucket?
in all his years at the company had this happened.
Where's my
this
bucket?
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Yes.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
I'm very
But as
much
he
able
came
to
his
move
wits and
to find my
regained his
bucket.
senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. The sequel is now paused. This game is so meta. Okay, chat. I'm going to take a quick break because I need to go to the restroom. And I'm also going to grab a quick drink. So everybody in chat, get up, take a stretch, grab some water, and I will be back in a moment. Okay? Okay. Actually, I'm just going to leave it up here. Because I don't have a BRB screen. So you just sit here. Okay, we are back with more Stanley Parable. Alright, let's play the game. I went and grabbed some tea in a can. The Brits are screaming. Okay, let's continue. Well.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Wait.
What could it mean?
Oh, it's
Stanley
all the
decided to go to
boxes
the
that I
meeting room.
ordered.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's all the boxes that I ordered. Oh my god. Where's my bucket?
Stanley picked up the bucket.
He did, ladies and gentlemen. He most certainly did. Wait. We gotta go to the no bucket zone.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Stanley
Stanley
is a
felt
little
the bucket
shit.
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to
Now
be.
I can blame all my bad
And here it
actions on the
was. Had
bucket.
the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Yes.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes,
Yes,
perhaps
it
truly
is.
was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
There's not a BRB screen. I am back. I have returned. There is no longer a BRB for I have RB'd. I am back.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a great... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket is never wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
You can stop pretending it's a
No,
BRB screen.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo
Okay,
lift.
which way was the no bucket zone? Was the bucket zone on the car? Was the bucket zone on there or up there? It was there, yeah.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken
I don't remember.
to him, and
I don't
he
remember.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
The bucket is always right. The bucket is always right.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Is this
Stanley
the no bucket
once again
zone?
obeyed blindly.
This isn't the no bucket zone. Shit. I'll have to do that next time. Huh?
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
We've done this already. You stupid bucket, we've done this already.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Where's my bucket?
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Where's my
And
bucket?
then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Where's my bucket? My bucket. Where's my bucket? Where's my bucket? Where's my bucket? My bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press K to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't
Yes.
literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
But it's my bucket. My bucket. My bucket. My beautiful, precious bucket. I could never do anything without my bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned
I
as
have
well?
a bucket.
To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate
I
metal
like,
object?
I just,
I want
my.
to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
I won't listen to anybody but my bucket. Oh my god, I have a nice house.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
Where's my
Listen
bucket?
To me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
Don't talk
All
about
it would
bucket
ever
like that.
truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
It holds my
That's
tears.
It doesn't do anything else.
It can hold my tears. Don't listen to the loud man. Press C for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket.
My
You know,
bucket.
Once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all
No.
he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
He insults Bucket. He dies.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
Where's my
From
bucket?
now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket.
I
this
love my
sort of
bucket.
shiny bucket.
I love my
Well, I'll
bucket.
give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Yeah, it does. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press T to go back home. I believe you, Bucket.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
Personal.
Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
See, narrator
like
understands.
it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Yeah. The same day with me, over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying?
Bucket!
Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
I feel a little
Why do I feel
ominous.
some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
All hail the bucket. All hail the bucket.
Oh no, I'm having feelings for the bucket.
I'm not.
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket,
No, it's
this
my
would
bucket.
be less confusing. Yes,
I'm not
the bucket
comfortable.
could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me. Give
No.
me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it
No.
or I'll...
No, it's my bucket. No one else's bucket. Go back to work, Stanley. Well, I think I developed a romantic relationship with my bucket.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting
Okay,
room,
I want to go with
but
the
Stanley
no
had
bucket
felt
zone.
The bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge
Yes.
was simply the place to be.
Absolutely.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Nope.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left. To
No,
go
he
back
didn't.
To the meeting room.
He's going to the no bucket zone.
No.
He's going
said
where
the bucket.
he's going where
Don't
no
go to the
bucket has
meeting
gone
room.
before.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Did I
There's
canonically
something
fuck the
up there
bucket?
I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I do.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Danger everywhere. Is this the no bucket zone? Is this where no buckets can...
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see? There's a sign right there. It
Yes!
says, no buckets past this point.
Well-
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless...
Sit in the bucket.
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which,
I shipped the narrator and GLaDOS.
if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire
Let me in.
consequences on the
It's no
entire
bucket
rest of
zone.
the game, if not addressed quickly and properly.
No bucket
much of
zone.
The impact of the story is dependent on your understanding.
Let
of
me
what is
in.
and
Let me
isn't a
in.
bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I want to go over here. I want to go here. Is this
Now
a
then,
bucket?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you
It's
is
a
a
bucket!
Simply enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Let's begin.
Oh, I'm on a...
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Well, how was I to know?
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual.
Are you just asking me the Theseus's ship concept question because I don't particularly care?
Bucket.
What? That is a bucket. You're a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
Yes. Okay. We're fine. We are all a bucket.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket.
I was
To be
right.
honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
It's a nice
Thank you
tractor.
for not making me look like an idiot.
You're
Okay, next
welcome.
one.
You don't need my help for you to look like an idiot.
Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
It wasn't a bucket. What? 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 Where's the bucket? Everything is a bucket. We are all buckets.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
I don't know what to trust. Yes?
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? There's no both option.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Don't you dare take my bucket away from me. No. My bucket. It's my bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here.
I'm
and I
here.
don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something.
My brain hurts.
Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
What is
Answer me
nothing?
straight, Stanley.
No,
Do you
I'm gay.
believe that nothing is a bucket?
I don't know. No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Me
I've
too.
lost all sense of perspective.
You think?
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
No.
Am I a bucket?
Maybe.
Stanley, I can't keep doing
Yes,
this.
you are.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had.
I mean, if all a bucket is an object that takes water from one location to the other, and when you drink water, you take that water to a different location and you piss it out, are we all buckets? Stat, are we all buckets? Answer me. Are we all buckets? Because if all a bucket is an object that takes water from one location to another, then maybe we are all pee buckets. This game broke me.
To begin with.
This game broke me.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
No, it's my
I
bucket.
can't have that. I'm
No.
sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
No! No, 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 no. Don't erase all buckets. No!
What happened?
No!
Is everything gone?
Not the
Why did
bucket!
everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything's
Every
a
single thing in the
bucket!
game was a bucket.
Yes!
Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
So you don't
And
have a physical
Stanley,
form.
You're still here. You're not a bucket either.
But I am a
Oh,
bucket.
this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now.
I don't.
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't
Congrats.
change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
This is a bucket. I'm a bucket. You're all buckets. It wasn't the orb room. It wasn't the suicidal orb room. It wasn't the derealization parking lot. It was the buckets. The buckets broke me. The buckets broke me. That's what broke me. That's what took me out back and shot me. It shot me with a bucket. The buckets broke me. I have a literal headache from this. What am I playing? What is this game? What What's a bucket? I'm too sober for this.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced
I'm
the
just
bucket.
embracing my bucket. And you are a bucket. We are all buckets. Buckets, 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 buckets.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Yep,
to his
we're
chest
just gonna
and
obey
entered
all
door
the
on his
orders with my bucket. Bucket. It's a bucket. We're all
hand.
buckets.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
I need
Perhaps
a
his
hug.
boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
This broom closet deserves my
I can really feel
dick.
it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
But it's not a cleaning
Please,
supply, it's a
Stanley,
bucket.
Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can't hand it over.
No!
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it
Frick
has to
you,
resort
broom
to this
closet.
stream of petty insults
Frick
simply in
you.
order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Set it on
Even
fire.
This is worse than I had imagined.
Set the closet on
Wait.
fire.
Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object
You leave me and my 12 stuffed animals out of this.
which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well,
Nothing matters but the bucket.
like never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide
Hello and welcome to the stream as if Vivica. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome.
variety of
you,
experiences
closet!
you
Frick
and the
you!
bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point.
You smell bad.
Share your journal
You don't
entries
deserve-
detailing the rich emotional landscape
You don't
of your
deserve the
feelings for
bucket.
the bucket, as they
Only
have
I deserve
changed
the
and
bucket.
evolved
I hope you're having a well good time. Welcome for joining us. We're playing the Stanley Parable.
over the
This
years.
is my
Let
bucket.
them have it.
This is my bucket. Nobody else can have my bucket.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now
Yeah!
it's settled. No more debate.
My bucket!
No more discussion.
No one
Take a
else's.
hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies
gonna teabag
and
the
their
closet.
relationship to broom closets in the natural order. of
Teabag in the
things.
closet has multiple meanings on this channel. I have lost my
All right,
fucking
I've got a
mind.
second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because coming to a staircase.
Wait,
Stanley
I
and
want the
bucket
other
walk
sticker.
Upstairs
Yes!
to the boss's office.
I need more stickers. More stickers. I just realized that I am screaming very loudly, and I know for a fact that at least one of my parental figures is home. So I would like to imagine that they are just hearing their child, who never speaks over a single decimal in this household because I do not talk in my household, screaming out, "It's my bucket," and "Frick you, broom closet." I would like us to all take a moment to appreciate that my baby boomer parents are hearing me scream about buckets in my room. I know for a fact they are literally counting down the seconds until I move out for college. No, I've never been to the executive bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
Yes!
Remember, no reward for collecting all of these.
I don't
only
care.
the intrinsic pleasure of a
The
job,
job
well
well done.
You
Somebody-
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I am
You can't buy
trying
any
to savor
happiness.
each and every moment
I've
you
tried.
come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Beautiful. I have a bucket. Boss shoots pandas? Our boss needs to die. That's something you and your parents have in common. You're all counting the days until you move off to college. Very true, very true. Our boss shoots pandas. Business strategy? We gotta kill our boss, guys. We gotta kill our boss. Guys, we gotta kill our boss. Oh? Hello. Up or down? You know, we keep going down. Let's go up. I love this music. Come on, chat, do it with me. Dance with the bucket. What's in this? Okay. You are so white it hurts. Oh, believe me, my eyes also hurt everybody. I am the most expensive boss. You are a prick.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
Reassurance
life.
bucket IRL.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing
Presence of the bucket.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it.
I know it.
The two of them were inseparable.
Just the
At this
two of
point,
us.
Stanley was so absorbed in the
We
tender
can love the
spiritual
bucket.
connection he shared
Oh,
with the
we
bucket
are the two
that he
of
didn't
us.
notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. I do.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
I'm a
Was
Chad.
the bucket guiding him?
Chad.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I am a Chad of a bucket. Okay, cannot go that way. Just the two. Oh my gosh.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands. Stanley figs.
What about Stanlerines?
Stanlerines.
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I have so many under my belt. You have no idea, man. It's impressive. I'm just saying, dude. If you so much as suggest that we harm the buckets, I will hunt you down and grind your kneecaps into a fine powder and put them in the bucket and snort them. Permission to be in well over.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting
Stand
towards
Lorraine, or are
an
you just happy to see
unknown
me?
fate.
But I
It
have
would
my
be all
bucket.
Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
My bucket.
Soothing him, comforting him,
Yes.
reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
Everything's
he
gonna
would
be
right.
okay because I have
The
my
bucket
bucket.
is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Exactly. I have my bucket. I need nothing but my bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read,
We can escape.
Mind Control
That's right, we never
Facility.
did this.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Well. 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 I don't trust that. I don't trust the narrator. X for doubt.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every
I don't
opportunity
like
to
that
turn
you
around
want to get us
and
out of
back
here.
on track.
We're gonna find the
At
truth.
this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
It's okay, I have my bucket with me. My bucket will keep me safe. Ooh. Well. To hell we go. Whee! I'm never alone with when I have my bucket, so at least I won't die alone. Oh my. Oh. Oh no.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise,
Oh, no.
Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Uh.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed
I can
to
jump.
death?
I can jump.
This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Come on.
Farewell, Stanley.
No! Let us out!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
What?
As Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Let me out.
In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end.
No!
As it was crushed violently to death.
No! Oh, well,
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's
Well, I'm
true that
fine.
all buckets are radiant in their own way,
But-
this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
My bucket! Where'd my bucket go? I killed the bucket. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the presence of knowledge, much like the bucket itself. The human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void, but through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and sustained. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we truly have. Will you take what you learn here, out here, with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind that there may be challenging, what may be challenging about this information in the exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as the result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? My buckets.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this
Wanty
and
five
to claim
buckets.
it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley
My
will ever
bucket!
be in his
My
short
bucket,
life?
bring him back! Bring back my bucket. No! I'm sorry. I have betrayed my bucket. A bucket with two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life. Having been too dangerous and recklessly experimental, every year, dozens are put to death just for experimenting it. Or attempting it. She took my bucket, guys. She took my bucket. The Inferno Bucket. A replica of the Inferno Bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. The stress bucket, an analogy, presented without commentary. Worrying, negative, lack. I don't want to read all that. A poem by me. Oh my god. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long this drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been known for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold
He
as
had
this one.
stickers on it.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I agree. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there's no more than always our reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. I'm coming! I took the bucket. I thought I would jump.
There is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
What's that? The rival states have blown him. Hello,
Stanley
fun.
die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't
No!
reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together.
No!
The bucket shall take its place as
How do I...
as leader, as commander of a new world,
No!
a new vision.
No! My bucket! There was a war of buckets. And I was the criminal. My bucket!
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
I'm home. Home with my bucket. I think I'm losing my mind.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh my god. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my actual mind. The mind has been lost. I could have stolen my bucket. I lost the bucket. I failed the bucket. Okay. Update. Things got weird. Warehouse access plan. Produce one plank to allow ease of access. Construct bridge to allow construction of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct new, structurally sound bridge. We need more planks. Okay. Trust the completionist instinct. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless to BH. Weird spinning figurines. What do they want? Should we make them interns? Why floating? How many are there? Can we sell them? What do we need contacts? Employee 421 is building a bridge. Saw one in cargo room. Okay. How is it that every time I think we're getting closer to maybe having wrapped up this complete mind-twisting game, it somehow gets worse? It somehow gets worse. 19 endings. I feel like I've gone through 100. Red room? Figlies are hard to find. Thank you and good luck. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances of local audio sources using an array of cardio microphones, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up sound from a particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that, in all likelihood, it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be like a reverberance off porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? We found the toilet one. Help! I'm a post-it. Where are they? Please, do not leave the office before reporting back on any new findings. Teamwork and communication are of great importance during this unprecedented time of investigation. Thank you. There will be a reward for finding them all. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. There will be cleaning up all this while required. Lies. Who are you? 666. LOL. It looks like 427. Oh. Somewhere both red or blue. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. A large room. Lots of boxes. 5 there be. Just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. Is this some sort of game? There must be a point to this. Well, somehow it got weirder.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
Give me another
if
sticker.
I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
More stickers. Give me more stickers. More stickers. Fine. I am...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. They said, haha!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it.
A
I'm
desperation
sure it
to
will come to me.
please. Gifted kid burnout. I'm not going back in there. Not again. We're not doing that again. Alright. Up we go. Alright. We've already been in there. I think we need to finish the thing now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
What was it?
indication
2,
of any
2,
human life.
4,
Crushed
5,
by the weight of this
8?
revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster
2,
fire, if not
8,
for the soothing
4,
presence of the bucket.
5.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah, I did.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
The bucket.
Was the bucket
Chat, you are the bucket.
Yes.
After all,
This
we
is
are all
certainly the
buckets.
most logical explanation.
Alright, we got that one. Just the two of us. The bucket can make it if we try. The bucket and me, the bucket and me, the bucket and me. Alright. This time we can't escape.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door
If
that
lights
read,
on,
Mind
call exit
Control
814
Facility.
immediately. Well, I can't do that. But thank you for your confidence boost. Alright.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered.
We
to
do
themselves.
wonder, what could we have found? What have we found? The bucket holds all knowledge. The
monitors
bucket
jumped to
holds
life,
all
and Stanley nearly
secrets.
dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like
Oh
guinea
my
pigs.
god, it's
The
about
bucket had never seen anything
capitalism.
like this, and it very nearly burst into tears
Wait.
as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Can I do this?
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below.
Hello
Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well.
Yeah,
and a sort
we
of
did.
kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Yeah!
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
I work
In
hard
fact,
to make this
after
house a
some
home.
time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all.
Oh yeah.
He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there.
It's
Never
okay.
been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on
I'm
his
okay with
regrets,
this.
and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
But I love my home.
Unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket
No.
tried to reach out to him again
I'm
and again,
depressed.
but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path.
I'm
It was a
depressed.
mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all.
I'm
to the
depressed.
bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley
What have
was
I done?
inconsolable. This isn't
What have
an
I
ending.
done?
This is just a hole in the ground.
A hole in the
Bucket
ground.
sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually.
I don't.
It's what the bucket was counting on.
The Stanley Depression.
The two of them waited for a very long time.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Where's my bucket? I want my bucket. Figuring Finders Committee. I want my bucket back. Give me
Stanley
my
knew
bucket.
the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Where's my bucket?
Just a matter of time.
Bucket, bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone.
Hell
Not
yeah.
with the bucket around.
Not with my bucket. I have my bucket. I don't need anything. I have my bucket. I have my perfect, beautiful, amazing bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
But it is the correct
Stanley
way
had
to
felt
the
bucket
Stanley
calling to him,
figurines.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to
I
be.
also need to find that card so I can open up
And
doors.
here it
Is there a
was.
card?
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the... No.
No.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket
Stanley
was
took the door on
wrong.
his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, he didn't. He went this way.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to
No.
the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up
Okay.
there.
Going to the top doesn't get us the red and blue door. Right? Go up and down on the elevator next time, fair enough. Okay. The red
I
and
need
blue
you to
door.
Stanley did not
Is down
question
this
why
way.
or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he
It was this way,
unthinkingly
right?
did whatever the bucket asked.
Yeah. We need to go to the red and blue door. That's where another one of those things are. Oh, but I have the bucket with me.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right
No.
there. It says, no buckets past this point.
No, I have the
Stanley,
bucket
how
with
could you think
me.
it was okay to bring the bucket here?
I have
Unless-
the bucket
What if
with
the
me.
problem is that you actually...
Okay. We're gonna begin the game again. I have the bucket with me, so I can't go there. Oh, shit. Well, I guess we'll have to go without the bucket. I'm sorry, my sweet bucket, but I must leave without you. But only this once. I promise I'll be back, my sweet bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of two
No, he
open
didn't.
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
I can't
knew it
believe I have to
perfectly
leave my
well.
bucket behind.
Perhaps he
Life
wanted
is
to stop
empty
by the
and meaningless
employee
without
lounge
my
first,
bucket.
just to admire it.
Without my bucket, what am I?
It
I am
was
a
okay.
husk of a man without my bucket.
But eager to
Life
get back
is
to business,
cold
Stanley
and
took
lonely
the first open
and
door on his
depressing
left.
without my bucket. Give me my bucket back. I need
Stanley
my
was so
bucket.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know, Stanley. I am Stanley, and Stanley sucks. Well, I need to go. But I'll take my bucket with me over there next time. But
Look,
there's
Stanley,
a
I
thing.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
I'm sick to my
here.
stomach. I
I'm
know.
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I know.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
I'm
fact
so
is that
sad.
the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting.
Yeet.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let
All
me
right.
prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've
I
nearly
found
gotten
my
all
little
of the Figler
beautiful
and the rings.
things.
Very soon, you'll collect the last one.
Oh, I know what the
and
last
then
one
the
is.
first number will equal the second number, and that will
Will
be
be
it.
it.
We'll be different people by then.
Mm-hmm.
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
And now we have
now we have them
all of them.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None
It
of us
just
can.
keeps getting worse. How does the name keep getting worse?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, he doesn't. Stanley's a bad bitch.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the
Stanley's
red
a bad
door,
bitch.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Stanley's a bad bitch. Fine. Stanley's a bad
thank
bitch,
God
but he does
you are
listen.
willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
No.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's...
Okay. We're gonna skip this one because this is the sad depresso ending. And we don't need none of that.
All of his
We need our
co-workers
buckets.
were gone. What could it mean?
Bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The good old bucket.
Everything's
Just
right with the world.
Stanley and the bucket. Off
On another
another
thrilling adventure.
together. Stanley clutched the bucket.
I
tightly to
no
his
longer
chest. This
have
was
to be
not the
sick,
correct
for
way
I
to
have the
meeting room.
bucket.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
I feel the
telling
bucket.
him that the employee lounge was simply the place to
It
be.
simply is.
And here it was. Had
Simply
the
the
bucket
place
turned
to
out to be
be.
correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left.
No, he
to
didn't.
Go back to the meeting room.
Stanley is gonna get that figurine.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere
All right.
else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo
Yes.
And there it is.
We did
The
it!
last Stiggly Wiggly.
How does it
Savor
keep getting
this moment,
worse?
Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
That's what
Where
completionists
so many
do.
people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Yes.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all.
That's
but
okay.
That would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
You suck.
So, instead, I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Well. Is there a way down? Is there a way down safely? Because I kind of want to... There's a door! I want to get to the door. If I jump on the boxes, will I live? Worth a try.
But Stanley feared that any path he
No!
walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
The bucket didn't
So he
protect
threw
me.
himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
What? Under the bucket saving
How
me.
deeply touching.
No! 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 Gosh darn it, Bucket, you betrayed me. The bucket doesn't fix all things. The bucket betrayed me. What do you mean the bucket fixes all things? The bucket betrayed me. The bucket betrayed me. Oh, no. Go up and down the elevator and watch this man get angry. Fair enough. The bucket has betrayed me.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
No.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
I'm not the completionist,
Yes, I know you're
so...
supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love
What?
nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
But-
Just one more time.
Can I have my bucket? I want my bucket. I lost my bucket, and I kind of want my bucket. Sure, we can go. Yay! When Stanley found the collectibles, oh my god. I found the collectibles. Look at me go. The Stanley Parable, now with 20% more buckets. I'd still like...
Here's where it all began.
Yeah.
The first collectible. Back then, we had
Can
no
you-
idea of how many of them we'd find.
I
Sure, it
mean-
said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Yeah. And then we found one on the toilet.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one
Oh!
all on your own,
I
just
could've
by
picked it up!
poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them. Let
I want
alone
another!
6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
I failed.
Okay, let's do a little quiz.
They were under the
Which
stairs.
of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
It was under the stairs.
No. Under the stairs was the 4th place you found a figure
Oh.
alley, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they?
Yeah.
If under the stairs feels like the 3rd place you found a
Dude,
collectible,
I
then
have been...
Who am I?
I've been
to go
streaming.
making judgments?
I got no brain left.
Let's see. What
I got
came
no
next?
brain.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
We really didn't.
Well, I can't actually say I remember being in this
I
room.
don't either, but I
it's
like
here
it.
in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I don't think it happened. But I like this apple. It's making me hungry for some apples. Also like the music in here. Very pleasing. Very, very nice. 10 out of 10. Would recommend the pink room. Oh my god.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly.
Me too.
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
You did.
Enjoy.
Aw, you made a video. I don't By the narrator. Oh, I love it. Can this guy edit for me? Can this guy edit my YouTube videos for me? Still better than my own editing abilities.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
Yeah,
There's a lot of
best
time
boy
in that
narrator
series, but it was
starring Nan.
moments I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
I'll take the red door just for you, Mr. Narrator. Best boy is the narrator. The narrator truly is best boy. I agree with the sentiment. The narrator is always best boy.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Yeah.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike
It was
any other.
beautiful.
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught
That
up to the
burn!
present moment. Nothing
The
left to do
burn!
but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
The fern! What does it mean?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
What?
Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines?
Oh,
Let's
no.
just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay. I feel like, you know...
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
I still
Let's
want to
keep
get
going.
down
I
there.
want more.
Okay. Like, I'm happy that you're living good memories with me, Mr. Narrator, and you are best boy. Don't ever forget that, but,
And here's where I made that video. Don't you
Yeah.
remember the video we watched?
it was really nice. Oh.
Yes, I love that video.
Yeah, you got that video. We were never here.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still
Yeah.
no memory of this one. Good
No
room,
clue.
though. A solid room.
Very solid. Very solid room. 10 out of 10 solidity. Solidity? That's a word now. Solidity. So much solidity in that room.
These really were a treat to hunt down.
They really
you know,
were.
If there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Yeah. I agree. You know, it was nice. We didn't go this way. Want to go this way? Go this way, Mr. Narrator? No, this way. Okay. We will not go that way, Mr. Narrator. We will go back to the shitter. We'll take a nice hard left into the shitter. Look
This
at
was
that.
our second Figley. Don't you remember?
do.
Yes, I remember it too.
Yeah.
The past is truly a wonderful thing.
It
Why does anyone
is.
ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is
Probably.
it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figlarine.
I still hate this for
I
the
want
record.
More memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What
So
came
uncomfortable.
before this?
Oh, the sequel room. I remember. Oh. Yeah, it was this room. You did it. You certainly and the jump room before that, where I still have no jumps
Look,
left.
it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on.
With
I remember hating it back then. The time does put a rosy filter on everything.
yeah, from
I dare say
about
I'm
an hour
actually
ago.
quite fond of it now.
Yeah,
Look
and
how much fun the past is.
the
I want
rosy
more.
tint.
More memories.
Well, we can do more.
Yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that?
Yeah.
A classic memory, this one.
Yeah. I'll go in the right door just for. Oh, there's no.
And before everything else, there was your office.
And we did it.
Is
This
there
is
anything
it.
else? Was there something that came before your office?
I don't
There's
know.
something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh, you
I can
remember?
remember.
Is he remembering the memories that he forgot when
Yes,
we went on the
I'm
line?
remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different.
Oh.
I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go.
Am I the
I
narrator?
would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely?
Well,
Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
maybe.
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even
Thank
if he
you.
was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again.
Yeah?
I want to go back to how it used to be.
Yeah.
Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be
But-
stronger this time. I'll take care of myself.
But then
I
we
don't
won't
need
exist.
Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with.
I'm
You know
hysterical.
what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go
Yeah.
back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
I get one
I
last
enjoy
run?
telling his story so very much.
I get one
Okay.
more run?
Here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I... Is this the end?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The end
Stanley
is...
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I find the...
No matter
Is
how
this the
hard
end?
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Where's my bucket? My bucket!
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Yeah. Long as it's me and my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Sure. Why not? What have I got to lose besides my life?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Reboot the
Perhaps
game
his
entirely?
boss's office was where he'd find answers.
How to dispute... okay. What is hot? Using slides to assure employees... All of that's, the same. But reboot the game entirely. I don't know if I want to reboot the game entirely. I've been having a good old time. But what if I need to reboot everything? What if everything... This... The report. This page contains no information. The synchrogening programs... Numbers... Well, what if... Projector? What if I don't want it to end? There's a TPS report? I don't know what that means. And now you're both of them. Wait, what do you mean, TPS report? Do I need to look at something? I'm confused. Let me back on the desk. Let me back on the desk. Come on. I only get one chance to stand on the desk? That's stupid. Oh, it's an Office Space reference. Okay, well then I don't care.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
I'm not gonna sit
But
in there for
alas,
hours for
no
more stickers.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I guess so. Because the boss knows what the boss says goes, if the boss suffered losses, and that's what the boss chose. Fair enough. He's still killing panda bears, everybody.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
It is kind of strange.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire,
If
not
not
the
for my
soothing
bucket.
presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours,
I
did
have
the
my
bucket's
bucket.
warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of
I
confusion
have
and
my
chaos.
bucket.
It would be with him always,
And I need nothing but
bucket
my
would.
bucket.
and he knew it.
I know
The
it.
two of them were inseparable.
Just the
At this
two of
point,
us.
Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket
I
that
share
he
a
didn't
connection.
notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket
I've
knew
got
all
my
along?
bucket.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
It's my bucket time, boys. Buckety buckets. My little buckets. Me and my bucket, bucket boy. Me and my bucket. It's me and my bucket. Me and my bucket.
Wait,
Me
Stanley said
and
to the
my
bucket. Can we go
bucket.
back up?
Me
When I was
and my
pressing those
bucket.
keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
What?
The bucket said nothing.
What? What the number 3? The number 3?
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah.
Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him?
I'm having a great
Once
time.
Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something.
Perhaps it
Perhaps
had.
it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
I was living my best life. I don't understand why the bucket can't appreciate that with me. Frick you, we're going back up. More number 3.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel.
Feel the happiness.
He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Feel the happiness, bucket. Happiness. The happiness is in us. It runs through us. It's like the Force, but better. It's like the Force.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist
Yeah,
would wield a
3, 3, 3, 3,
He told
3, 3,
stories
3,
through
3,
the number
3,
3. Stories of his dreams
3,
and hopes and
3,
fears.
3,
The whole time,
3.
he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind.
And this bucket
Anything
said
to let him
nothing.
know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing.
My bucket's being a little
The
bitch
bucket
right
conveyed
now.
absolutely nothing at all. Only
But bucket's
silence.
being a little bitch.
Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Well, now I'm just sad. My bucket and I have lost our special connection.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question
I'm
caused
so
Stanley
sad.
to ruminate the whole way down the elevator.
Depresso,
He knew that there
espresso.
must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend.
If I had a
Surely there
number
was
3
solution,
sticker.
mustn't there be?
If only I had a sticker. If only I had a sticker. If only I had a sticker. Gonna keep doing this until the narrator basically just screams me a...
said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he
Yeah!
would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over.
Hell yeah.
He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant.
I think I've lost my
and why
mind.
he felt so alive when pressing it.
I've lost my
Then the
mind.
bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's.
Yeah!
And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work. For months, he advertised and marketed his
All
press
eyes
conference,
on
building
Stanley.
excitement around it, developing and rehearsing
World's
it until it
healthiest
couldn't
human
be
being.
refined a single
How we
measure
did it.
further.
The pyramids.
When the big day arrived,
The guy
Stanley
who
was
went
as
to
prepared
Mars.
as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
We're gonna go tell people about 3s. World peace, baby. I'm living for the Minecraft sounds. Stanley's Parable presents Stanley. Stanley from the Stanley Parable. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. The world's finest sentient machine. And doors that I cannot open. Stanley reveals all in his new book. Did the number 3 just completely rewrite my life? Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. To stage 3.
This was it.
3.
One
4, 2,
last
7,
chance to win the bucket
3.
over. One opportunity
Remember,
to share a
Stanley.
true
Remember where you came
connection
from.
with a
Your
loved one.
co-workers. 8th. Adventure awaits. 427. What's 427? 427. Then there was an 8 and a 3. I played the demo. Well, 3 again, 3 again. The Stanley story. What's 427? The dude who came up with pizza. I want to talk to that guy.
There was no one here. Nobody had
I
come
gotta
to
be
the
honest,
press
this is where the game
conference
lost
to
you. I'm sorry, this is where the game lost you?
hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure, and in that moment Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
What really means to press
There
number
would
3 on a
be no
keypad over and
connection,
over?
no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant.
No!
They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference.
I lost my bucket.
There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit.
I lost
Only
my
a
bucket.
silence that consumed the space between friends.
I lost my bucket.
And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship,
I lost my
was
bucket.
cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
I lost my bucket. But did the bucket lose me? Or did I lose the bucket?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
What is happening? What is this game?
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch.
Welcome
but
to
it
the
did little
whiteboard
to
ending.
discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Dog mode. We're in dog mode now, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I click, we get a bark. If you are listening to this on speaker, first of all, why? Second of all, I'm now triggering all your pets.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Jack gives zero
Stanley had felt
shits.
the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I feel
And here it was.
my brain
Had the bucket
melting
turned out to be correct? Was this better
out
than
of
the
my
meeting room?
mind.
Yes, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm losing
and so the two of them
my
detoured through
cute-
the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I'm losing my little tiny mind. My mind has been lost. It went out. It flew
Good
away.
Stanley, I'm glad you
and
found your way here. I
plopped.
knew you'd find this place eventually.
What the frick? What
You see,
the?
your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
Don't talk about my
The
bucket.
isn't even from the original Stanley Parable.
Why
It's
is
just
the
sequel
fern?
content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Why?
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're
Yeah,
spending
you gave
too
me
much
the
time
bucket.
with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
But I hear a dog.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh, not this again. No, please, no. I think this game is broken.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Is the
Don't
dog
you remember
barking?
all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I don't remember
It's
this.
as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
If it's the bucket, no bueno. If you're making me give up the bucket, you can kiss my cute little Stan ass goodbye. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't make
Don't
me
you get
give
it,
up.
Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
We found the final boss.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No! No! No, I
Can you
will
guess
not.
what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley.
No.
Say goodbye to the bucket. And then
No.
pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No. No. I refuse. There's gotta be a way
Now
out of
listen
here.
to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't
No.
know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular
I'm gonna-
personality trait.
No.
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
No.
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer,
No.
you'd see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with
No, let me
complexity
out.
and nuance that
Let
it's
me
really
out.
like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom
Me.
closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
I know.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll
No.
have to hurry and feed it. We
No.
can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until
No.
you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now. The
No.
fans are waiting. Do it, the fans.
No.
Stanley. Give the fans
Screw the
what they want.
fans.
Hurry and
Screw the fans. Oh shit. I'm dead. I died for that bucket. What is this game?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You
I'm
had so much
losing my
potential. We were going to do
mind.
such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All
Am
of it
I on
squandered
drugs?
now. Goodbye, new friend.
That thing,
For
it was
the
gonna take my
moment in
bucket.
time that you were here, you
What?
were magnificent.
No! I'm dying. I've lost it. How does it get worse? I'm genuinely losing my mind. Why? What is this happening? Where's my bucket? I take it all back.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
Oh.
He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
I'm losing my mind.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend.
You can't
A
take the
weathered
bucket away from me.
companionship that stands the test of time.
There was.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Stanley wants to go night-night. Stanley has lost mind. No mind for Stanley.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Rebooting the
Perhaps
game.
his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Rebooting the game is starting to look tempting. I'm gonna be honest with
Coming
you.
to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
What if I didn't? What if I went downstairs? What would you do then? Would you cry? Would you shit your pants?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He
Okay.
considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting
Okay.
he had left his post during work hours.
Okay. I've... How many endings have we gotten? How many endings have we gotten? Oh my god. This game... Not even half? What do you mean not even half? This game has broken me. What do you mean we're not even halfway done? What do you mean? I need this to be over. My brain, my mind, my energy, my will to live, my will to be is dwindling like a fine crusted powder. I think who?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you
Hi.
a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Thanks, honey. Are you even real? Are you even real? Am I
The bucket
real?
made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
What? Oh, I can close that door. But I can't open that one. Stanley wishes for inner peace. Stanley wishes for inner peace of mind. I've lost the mind that Stanley lost.
Stanley
And
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
I don't
and
want to
entered the
do
door.
that.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
The what?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
My mind
Stanley took the door on his
is
left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Melt of mind, melt is melt of mind, melty, melty. If I go down, will it just take me to the remember that you suck and that God hates you and...
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way.
Is
here.
this...
I knew you'd find this
Not
place eventually.
again!
You see, you're...
Okay. My brain has turned into goop. The goopiest brain. It's like impressive how much goop my brain has given me. I genuinely cannot even begin to express how much goop has happened in my brain. This game is genuinely like, I don't know what I witnessed today. I don't know what I have. I thought it was just a funny breaking the meta game. And now, what did we learn, chat? Chat, what did we learn today? Everything is a bucket. We have learned everything is a bucket. Don't trust buckets. And the number 3. Thank you so much for watching. The only person that I follow right now that is live is Point Crow, who is playing Breath of the Wild, which is the game that doesn't break my brain. So go watch some of that. and go have a good day. Drink some water, drink some tea. I'm gonna go take a nap to try and process what I just witnessed. In conclusion, buckets.